is, Chris. Here, look at that big pretty thing. Oh, isn't he pretty? Isn't he pretty? Yeah. Chris and I are doing something that we really love, springtime crappie fishing. And as an added bonus, we're getting to do it right here on our very home lake of Ten Killer, and it's always really a thrill to get to fish at home. And that's what we're fishing for, big old pretty crappie, and that's a big old pretty thing. Chris, open up that live well, honey.
Good shot. So he was out deep?
Yeah, he was. I bet that fish was down about 10 foot.
I like to catch them up shallow.
I just like to catch them.
Well, I do too.
Shallow or deep. I'll move my thumb over on my right hand. I wear it on my left hand when I'm fishing a casting rod, and I stuck that thing on the wrong hand.
You plan on getting bit up today?
I plan on sticking it in a lot of crappie. I guarantee you that. Stuck it in one so far. Wasn't any more down there in that spot?
Not for me.
What Chris and I like to do when we're searching for these crappie out here, a lot of times they really scatter out in the springtime, and what we like to do is just get on the trolling motor and just just about like your bass fishing, just going down the bank, looking and casting, and then when you catch one, pay real close attention just exactly where you catch them, and then sometimes you can catch, well, at times you might catch even 20 and 30 in one spot, but usually when they first start coming into the bank in the spring, you might only catch 2 or 3 or 4 in a spot, and then you move on and catch 2 or 3 more and move on and catch 2 or 3 more. Really, it's a whole lot like bass fishing, except with crappie fishing gear, isn't it?
That's right, only with a lot more action.
A lot more action. Oh, there's another one. That feels like a nice one, too. Of course, they all feel nice on these little bitty rod and reels. Oh, big old black male. Come here, sugar. Oh, yeah. One of the things you want to do is use light equipment on this. This is a little old 1100 reel, little small rod and reel, little bitty. It really helps to use this small equipment. You know, there's 2 dead giveaways in the springtime of when those fish are going to start moving to the bank. Now, we're catching males. That means that the females have yet to come in. There's 2 dead giveaways. One, of course, is water temperature. When the water temperature reaches 55 or 56 degrees, that's when these fish are going to start moving into the bank, moving up and down the bank, building nests. The water's about 57 or 58 right now. About 60 degrees is really when the action gets hot, really when it gets hot. The other giveaway, redbud trees. When the redbuds start blooming, that's when the crappie are going to start moving into the bank. Guarantee you, every time. Another little hint, about a week or 10 days later, when the dogwoods start blooming, get your Strike King spinnerbait out. That's when the bass will start getting on the bank. Open her up, baby. I got another big one coming in.
There he is.
Got him?
Got him.
That one wasn't very far away from the bank, was he?
No, he was right on the bank.
Oh, he's a little one. That's your size right there.
That's all right. Fish.
It don't matter to you, does it?
Doesn't matter.
As long as it's a crappie. Oh, that's not too little. You just had him a long way out there.
Long way out there. You can't see that far anymore, don't you know?
Carl, what do you mean I can't see that far anymore? He wasn't near as small as he looked, was he? That's a male crappie right there. See, he's got a little belly like me. That's how you can tell the male from the females. The females have a big old bulging belly.
That's because they're carrying babies.
Well, that's true. You didn't think that I meant any other thing, did you?
No, not you. What are you doing over there in my hole?
I just turned the boat around upwind.
Oh, just to get me back over here to where I could catch another one. Oh, there's another one.
Did you get another one? Well, I threw in there 3 or 4 times, didn't get a bite. Huh. Another male. That's kind of the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to get in them and catch 3 or 4 in a spot. But the way it's supposed to work is I'm supposed to catch them too. Not just you catch them.
Not very big, but
no, that's a small one.
they'll taste good in the frying pan.
They sure will that. You gonna cook us up some tonight, babe?
Oh, I might, if you're real nice to me.
Honey, I'm always nice to you. Whoa, this is not a crappie. This is something else. Whoa, that's might be a bass. What is that? That is something good right there. Ah, looky there.
Not very good. You can have him. You're on your own, honey.
A drum. That's Joe Hall's favorite fish. A drum. Where is my Roadrunner? It's gone.
He ate that thing.
One thing good about these little reels that drag in the back, you get a fish like this and it'll start stripping drag, you can reach down and tighten it up a little bit. Oh. My goodness sakes alive. I can't get a hold of him. A drumfish, Joe Hall's favorite fish. Look where that bait is, it's gone. My goodness sakes alive. I want my bait back, little boy. You'll catch a lot of different fish in the springtime too. I thought maybe that might be a big bass. And now I just want all you people up there in Nebraska to know, because I find that a lot of time people, Cornhuskers, have a hard time determining species of fish. And I know that I get a lot of pictures and stuff from the Cornhuskers up there, and they don't know much about football. We know that, you know, they have managed to beat Oklahoma once in my lifetime. But anyway, this is not a smallmouth bass. This is for all you Cornhuskers. This is not a smallmouth bass. This is a drum. All right, you got it? A drum. All right. I'll tell you what, honey, he's a handful. Looky there. And bye-bye.
He waved at you.
Oh.
There he is. There's a good one.
What have you got a hold of, Angel?
Probably one of your drums.
A drum? You might have a big giant bass, or whatever you have, he's leaving, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Don't let him break your line. You only got 6-pound test line on there. He's pulling, isn't he?
It sure is.
There ain't no telling what it is.
I'd like to get him up close enough where we can see.
There he is. There he is.
It's a drum.
A drum.
Foul hooked, it looks like.
Hooked in the tail, looks like. Well, you were right. You're pretty. No, he's hooked in the mouth. You were right. It's a drum. Ah, pretty nice drum, though, I guarantee you. Not a bad drum at all. In the springtime, as I said earlier, you just barely had him hooked on that little Roadrunner, honey. You never know what you're gonna catch. That's just a pretty good sized drum right there. But you take a peek back there in that live box, look in there, honey. That's a big old bunch of crappie in there.
You can put that one back in 10 killer, though.
I caught them. I'm gonna fillet them. Chris is gonna cook them. And I'm gonna eat them. We're gonna eat this a big old bunch of fish. The main thing in the springtime to catching crappie is don't sit in one spot. Once that water temperature gets up 55 degrees, get on the bank, get on your trolling motor, start moving down the bank. And we never caught over 1 or 2 crappie in a spot today, yet we got a big old box of crappie. And that I caught most of them, I have to admit. But at least Chris caught the drum. Oh, Cornhusker smallmouth.